Hey, what's happening? I'm Jonas, and this is the House of Hustle. Real topics, real people, real movement. We'll see you soon. It's different for me too. Just coming up in from 2010 to now, I just see the difference, and even the spots that they have places to perform at is different. There's no more, there's no more Czar bars. There's no more
riot rooms.
And there's no more riot rooms. They do shows there, but it's not the same. It doesn't have that same feel. The Beaumont Club was here. They had a lot of little spots in Kansas City that you could really go and do some music, as a local artist and meet other people, and I just don't feel it has that anymore.
There's a lot of shows at Aftershock.
Aftershock off Miriam, and that's Aftershock, and they had there's so many places that you could do shows back in the day that I don't hear about anymore. And it's crazy, I've seen drastic measures that long ago, and that's why I was like, damn, I'm old. I feel old, man. But it's totally different. Like you said, social media is different as well. How's social media working for you? Like, what do you use the most to promote?
I think probably Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
I know that when I stay really heavy on Instagram as far as creating content, whether it's like a verse video, if I'm creating promotional content for a new release, doing stories. Instagram has really allowed me to connect with a lot of people for sure.
And it's a wild place.
I have a homie from the UK, from South Manchester, London, supposed to be doing a song with. I had done a house track, like a DJ house track for a producer out of South Africa. So it's just, social media I think is a great tool for independent artists especially to network all around the world, not just limiting it to where you're geographically at.
For sure.
And being able to expand your horizons and touching the different fan bases and demographics.
Definitely. At one point you were signed to a local label, correct?
Yeah. How
was it?
It wasn't any different.
It wasn't different?
Yeah.
Same?
It was just more a status thing.
Okay.
I think it was just more for
I got a chain.
Yeah, I got a chain. Just for public sake or for the image.
Gotcha.
To me, it felt great to be a part of something as a solo artist, be a part of this collective group, and I learned a lot from that time being on that particular label and just the kind of experience and the knowledge I picked up. For sure. So, but it really wasn't any different.
Any different? Yeah. Cause I know a lot of people always, I'm gonna get signed. You know what I'm saying? I know friends who got signed to big labels too, and just been stuck shelves. You know what I'm saying? So, and that was the experience they learned. They didn't learn anything else. But sometimes I think when you get signed to certain places, like I said, you learn some things. So, favorite collaboration, local wise.
Favorite collaboration.
Yeah. And I know you done some collabs.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. It ain't gonna be no hard. You know what I'm saying? You can have a few, bro. You're gonna have to have one. You can have a few.
Probably, top five.
Top
five, definitely as real as it gets with Ryan Murph.
Okay.
Especially that being my very first project, man. Him and I just both being so young and just connecting over that song and connecting over music.
Yeah, y'all look young on that cover.
Yeah, I know. And being able to get the Fuji's nod in that cover too was really, really nice. Man, hold up.
Let's see. Pull it out. Let's see. Pull that thing out.
Let's see.
As real as it gets with Ryan Murph, top five.
Collaborations, local. He's not here anymore, and he was from Virginia, but Smitty the Kid.
He did
Outcast on my second project for the time being. It was produced by Bob Pulliam. Goes by Bob the Beat Builder. Yeah, him and Matt Peters produced a track for Cess Crew, I think on their first album.
The Cess Crew.
Yeah.
Man, Godimus and UBI.
Yeah.
Wow. I haven't heard that name in a minute. As you're looking up that, what producers have you worked with locally?
Love Stoned.
Okay.
He produced I'm Sorry and Deep End.
Okay.
Danny X.
Okay.
Bob Pulliam and Craig Smooth. Craig has produced a beat for me, but I've not used it yet.
Yeah. Okay. Who would you like to work with local wise that you haven't worked with yet?
JLB Hood.
Okay.
For one. Joey Dutch. Messiah.
Who's that?
He's another R&B cat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Messiah. Okay, I'm gonna check him out. Hell yeah. You got any producers you want to work with?
I don't know a lot of other producers.
Yeah, I feel you. You feel you.
I need to get out there more. I mean, because I'm always tapping into like other artists, like really just checking out like somebody's got a new project out, new album, new music video, but I'm not really familiar with like who's producing.
You know Mr. Giggles? You heard of Mr. Giggles?
I have heard of Mr. Giggles.
Mr. Giggles, he actually did a project I didn't really put out, honestly. Big producer would you like to work with? Who's, like industry producer. Timbaland.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tim got some shit. Artist-wise, who would you want to do a track with artist-wise?
If Timbaland was producing it, probably Justin Timberlake, to be honest.
Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, cause I like before I got into like rap, like I was, my mom and used to listen to like all the boy band stuff.
Yeah.
So, but
J.Theiss.
even just watching his progression as like a solo artist, man, he's cold.
J.Theiss hard, bro.
So if Timbaland's producing the track, J.Theiss got to be on it.
I think Ryan said the same thing.
Yeah.
I think Ryan said the same thing. Yeah, J.Theiss hard.
Yeah, man. His new album is crazy. If I did with somebody else, probably like Joyner or Eminem.
Okay.
Tech is another big one, of course.
Definitely.
Cole. Okay. Cole would be nice, man.
Right now with the whole Kendrick and I don't know what it is.
I think it's more competition. Like it does sound like a direct, like diss.
Yeah.
Like his bars and the way that they were kind of referencing some certain things, but I think it's all just for the sake of sport. Because they are like the top three of my generation, especially Drake, Cole, and Kendrick.
For sure. Rapper R&B for you. I know you like to sing.
I do.
So, rapper R&B.
Probably rap.
Probably rap.
Yeah, it depends on the day.
The day.
Yeah, because I do find myself listening to more like either like pop and R&B or like contemporary R&B.
Yeah.
Like, some days I'll just be in the mood, man. I'll throw on some like Bryson Tiller or like Giveon, so Justin Timberlake. Ty Dolla $ign, and just kind of whatever catches my mood.
For sure. I think I'd be an R&B artist, bro. If I could sing, I wish I could sing, bro.
Yeah.
I wish, bro. I wish. Oh my God. What would you tell a younger Josh? What would you tell yourself, bro? Looking now as life has moved up and you're older, like what would you look back and tell a younger you?
Stay focused.
Stay focused.
Because after I put my first project out, I was just kind of riding on the high of that, because I was like, I made my first professional studio album, like it's everything that I wanted it to be, and then I just kind of really took a lot more time off than I should have. I didn't stay as consistent, and that's been something that's kind of plagued me ever since. That's just not being able to stay consistent with putting projects out, content, kind of staying in, the public eye.
Definitely.
So, I love being a father, I love being a husband, but if I could have, put myself in a better position musically with my career, being able to be a bit more situated.
For sure. I was going to ask you, how do you balance yourself being a father and a husband and an artist?
It's tough, man, because it is, being a father and being a husband is important to me,
Definitely.
Not to sound, drab, but growing up as the nerdy kid, I never felt like I would find anybody that was gonna, put up with me and want to be with me, So like being lucky enough to have a wife and have a family of my own is something that's very important to me, But music is also important to me as well.
For sure.
So it's just like I have to find that balance.
Yeah, music is it's a savior for a lot of people, bro.
Yeah.
You dropped anything recently?
I've done like some verses here and there. I did a Facebook reel, Instagram reel.
Okay.
Just a couple of like quick verses, 16, 24 bars. So
nice. Last time I seen you we were next door in the other studio. You were recording. What was that? What was?
It's called Haunted.
Okay.
It's a song supposed to be going to my next project that I'm working on. It's a battle with myself. Kind of just like what we're talking about, like the balance between artistry and your personal life, and just like the argument within me.
For sure.
So it's definitely an introspective record. I always try to be as real as possible, but sometimes I can be a bit too real. But yeah.
For sure. What would you tell young artists coming up? Things that you things that you should have done that you look back now like I should have done this, because I knew a lot of things I should have done that I didn't do. I think I was too scared to do it, or what people would think, or I just didn't put myself out there. What would you tell a young artist coming up?
I think I would tell a younger artist, or even a younger version of myself, try to do everything you can for yourself. Because I really focused so much on just being an artist, being a rapper, being a lyricist. I really neglected everything else that could have benefited me. I've dabbled a little bit with like recording and mixing, but I wouldn't know how to do it for myself.
For sure.
I don't know how to produce anything. I don't know how to master. I don't have any equipment for myself. I've dabbled a little bit in like graphic work, but I'm still not like professional enough to start, doing my own stuff. So I really have to depend on a lot of other people still.
For sure. And it's expensive.
Yeah.
It gets expensive. Yeah.
And especially nowadays,
yeah. That's a good thing. Yeah.
Like I've always, and I always enjoyed collaboration, even going back to working with groups, and the relationship that I've had with Danny and even Ricky, being able to work with an engineer, producer in the studio, being able to bounce ideas off of each other just creates that synergy that you might not always get by yourself, being able to kind of hone in and like get everything done. But like Craig Smith is somebody that can do everything for himself, mix, master, produce, photography, videography, man, and he's just a monster.
He's a one-stop shop.
Yeah.
Within
when he was at a
himself.
label with us in the camp, just watching him work, bro, I was just like, it was just amazing.
Yeah. Last show you did. When was the last time you did a show?
I did a show January 27th at Vivo.
Okay. How was that?
It was cool. It was opening up for this kid named Young Chet.
Okay.
He's a kind of up-and-comer. I think he's been around for a minute, but part of the newer scene. He's got a really dope stage performance, man.
Nice.
I respect his hustle and his artistry a lot.
For sure. Last time I seen you on stage, what's your stage partner's name?
Fat Phil.
Fat Phil.
He's not so fat.
He's not. I don't think he was fat when I seen him. He was a bigger dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He's tall.
Yeah, he was tall. Like I didn't think. I was like, why they Fat Phil?
No, he used to be back because I met him too back in like the Drastic Measures days.
Okay.
So he used to be like 300 pounds.
Oh, big
but
dude.
like he was taller, but he wasn't always.
Right, big dude.
But he's lost a lot of weight.
But how did he become your Chris Calico basically?
I just asked him, man. I was like, "Hey, I'm doing a show. Do you want to hype me?" And he's always been a fan of my music and supported.
Okay.
And so, and we've always just, so we go way back. So I was like, "You want to perform with me?" He goes, "Hell yeah!" So now it's just like every time I'm performing, he's gonna be there.
Yeah, I always wondered that. I was like, "Where'd dude come from? How'd they get?" So finally got to ask. Nice. And he just does that with you. He doesn't his own music or anything like that.
I mean, so yeah, He's starting to work on some new
He's dabbling something. Okay.
He's never put out a project of his own.
A project of his own.
So I mean, he cut tracks back when we were doing stuff when we were younger.
Okay.
But he never put anything out.
Okay.
So he's starting to work on some new music of his own. He and I have been working with this kid, Paulie Kid, who's another up and coming artist, up and coming rapper. But yeah, so he's starting to work on some stuff of his own.
Nice. When's your project gonna drop? How you got a date for that this year, next year, or are you just going through the motions with it and just
kind of the motions right now because I'm kind of tossed up between which direction with it I want to go.
Okay, what do you mean?
If I want to make it more somber and sorrowful, or if I want to make it more like upbeat, like energetic, inspiring, kind of two sides of the same coin.
What if you go half and half?
Yeah.
What if you
right down the middle.
Get right down the middle. You give them both, because you're a dope artist, bro. You're a dope artist. I remember when we put this show together at the I never could think of the name of this damn thing.
Record bar.
The record bar. The old one.
Yeah.
And it was you, Ryan. But me and Nikki did this thing, and it was a great crowd.
It was, man.
And she was like, "This dude has to be on this show." And I was like, "Yeah, he's dope. You're a dope artist."
Thank you.
So don't ever let nobody take that away from you.
I appreciate it.
On both sides, from the singing you do and the rapping you do, you tell your stories well.
Thank you.
So give us both, bro. What's it called? You didn't decide that either? I guess you might have to change it because if you give this, both now.
Yeah.
Look at me talk about it because we're giving us both now.
So the album name is actually called In Between the Lines.
In Between the Lines. Okay. All right. How'd you come up with that?
Being a writer and just feeling like every time I touch a page or just go to work on a song, I'm leaving every piece of me in between the lines.
Between the
on
lines.
the page.
Nice. Makes sense. Do you write daily? How do you write? How does your creative process? How does that work? How does that go? How does like if you say you're driving and you think of something, you just think about it till you get home, or you stop and you start writing, or you're texting and driving, or
I've written a lot of songs in my car.
Yeah.
Just because I'm a really like private writer.
Okay.
Because when I'm writing, if I have the beat going, whether it's on like a speaker or in my headphones, I'm vocalizing. I'm just saying to get the cadences down, to get the flow, to just know what I'm saying. So I'm just speaking everything out loud because I have to feel it. I can't whisper it. So I've written a lot of songs in my car. It could be anywhere. I could be watching, a movie and just get inspiration for something and just have to go jot something down.
Are you a finish the song the same day writer, or you come back to some things?
I can finish the song in the same day. It depends on what it's about and how fluid it's going. The song Cry, actually, that was on my second project for the time being. When I originally wrote that song, that took me 3 weeks to finish.
3 weeks.
Just because of the story that I was trying to create and to have it cohesive from start to finish.
For sure.
I didn't want to rush or force anything.
Definitely, man.
So,
what's next? Besides the album, what's next? You got shows? You want to do some shows? You want to...
Definitely do more shows. I'm trying to get some like out of town shows. And I'd love to travel, kind of get to experience some new areas. See some new people.
For sure.
Just consistency.
Consistency.
Trying to grow.
Yeah.
Improve as much as I can. Really still trying to work on my singing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get on Ryan's level.
What do you do to practice that? You just... You do any vocal exercises or any...
Yeah, I mean, I've done like a lot of research, YouTube searching, and as a vocal coach, I think I tapped into just trying to find all the different techniques to improve, vocal conditioning, strengthening, breathing exercises. I feel like that's one of the main things I kind of slack at, is like the breathing support to sing, because I know how to hold a tune, I know how to like write when I'm singing something, but I don't think I always do it the best way.
Because I think there's a lot that goes into singing and not just singing. Man. Yeah, it's a lot.
To be hydrated, you got to be well rested.
Well rested, yeah.
Warm up your voice. You gotta.
Yeah, it's not just like rapping. No, we just go out here and just man.
Just go, man.
Definitely, man.
Have like 6 cigarettes and.
How does your kids feel about you being an artist?
My youngest daughter, Brielle, I have a song that I did with Phil called "Stay High," which is the last single I put out. It was like 2022. And I mention her, and so every time she hears, she goes, "This is a song with me in it?"
Yeah.
So yeah, baby, and she just smiles, man. My youngest son, Lucas, he loves my music, man. Yeah. He listens to it all day. So like that's a really humbling feeling for me, just knowing that he's that tapped in and listening to it all the time. As a father, music has definitely taken a different perspective as far as why I'm trying to do it, why I'm wanting to succeed.
For sure.
Of course, to provide a better life, but also just to teach them that being able to chase their dreams,
definitely,
and to do something that they want to do, that they're passionate about, is possible.
Definitely. All right, bro. What words of advice, not even music related, that you give the world? Even advice that you might give somebody else that you don't take for yourself. Because I give advice to people that I find myself not taking for myself.
I would probably say stay focused, work harder, and stay humble.
Stay humble. Those are good things. Yeah, bro.
Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe.